Thank you very much for joining channel every day-ish, every other day, checking out another video. We're going to go ahead and get right into it. This is a video that I was waiting to make because we're technically waiting for highlights. This is going to be a Trevor Lawrence highlights, whether or not his overall #1 draft pick was worth it, whether or not his being #1 overall was worth the hype, if he's going to be able to compete at the NFL level. And real quick into the highlights, he was able to get down to the field. He was able to, I believe it was to the right sideline. To the right sideline. You will see within 1-2 yards of being out of bounds. The receiver was able to touch down, get 2 feet to touchdown in bounds. And being able to consistently move the football, either dishing it off, handoffs. I put in some handoff clips because I like the way he was able to play off the fake. Some quarterbacks just like they hand it off and they kind of like be like a little fake, but I like he was able to definitely play it off. He was heavy thinking he was throwing it at the same time he was letting it off. So I like that. Throw those in there.
Greg had a lettuce on top of his head, right? 2nd and 5. Not much there. Good run defense for the Cowboys.
Oh, man, I hope that's something you say all year.
Trevor Lawrence may be a little more difficult to defend here this afternoon.
Oh, wow.
This
is that flag. Go down the field and get a touchdown. His first NFL preseason, but his first NFL touchdown. He did get the flag. There was a flag. There was a defensive holding. They declined it, obviously, to take the touchdown.
Defense number 28.
Result of a touchdown.
Hold on, Malik Cooper, so it's a touchdown. Lawrence to Cooper.
Yeah, and this did a great job right here. You see how he sold that when you look back? You have to start defending and trying to come up and make the tackle. And at the same time, you look back, you saw Trevor Lawrence give that little fake.
Second time around, still in the first quarter. Again, able to move the football. Again, I think this is the one where he checks down. He hits his running back. Again, making smart decisions, not turning the ball over, not losing it down, just getting the small yardage. And again, at the same time, hitting his receiver in the end zone after getting the ball down the field with some really nice passes. You can tell there was one pass where it wasn't his fault. His receiver wasn't able to hold on to the ball. I think it was his tight end. But other than that, good performance in the last preseason game. See, they couldn't hang on to it. There was a hit. He took a good hit. I like the fact that he was able to get that completion after getting hit. And then right after getting hit, it came back up and it wasn't afraid. It was able to get some completions, not after getting hit. They did get him with the flag on roughing the passer. It was a good hit. I don't think it was like a welcome to the NFL hit. He hasn't quite got that hit yet. But again, it was a good hit, enough for obviously the referees to call the flag. But can he compete in the NFL level? I remember him playing in the Saints. I think that was the first preseason game. They weren't playing their starters either, and he had trouble. He wasn't able to convert. He didn't get the ball down the field. I don't think that they weren't even able to get in field goal range with that performance. So this was his kind of first, what I'd take away, highlight reel. Short and sweet, 2 end zones. Now they're able to talk about him. I noticed before all the hype was about Justin Fields, Trey Lance, Zach Wilson. He hasn't lived up to the hype yet. He hasn't fulfilled the hype yet. He wasn't talked about until just now, after him actually finally getting his first NFL touchdown in his last preseason game against the Cowboys. What was the other quarterback? Justin Fields, Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, Mac Jones. Mac Jones has been getting Mac Jones has been getting praise, but then again, it helps with Cam Newton throwing interceptions, which I don't think that interception was entirely his fault. But again, he wasn't getting as much hype as these other rookie quarterbacks, because again, these other quarterbacks were scoring first, second preseason games. It took Trevor Lawrence his third and final preseason game to be able to score. But again, maybe that's Urban Meyer. They don't want to put too much on film. They didn't want to obviously have him in the whole game. He was just in the first quarter, and then they pulled him out. They got to definitely save him up for his first preseason game. But again, those were his Trevor Lawrence highlights for his two first NFL preseason touchdowns, first and only NFL touchdowns. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Again, do not forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me if you think he is going to be able to fill the shoes, meet the potential, or meet the expectations of the overall #1 draft pick. Again, he has the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think them winning anything 4 or 5 games is going to be better than obviously last season, but anything more than that, with looking at the schedule and him getting a chance to actually get this NFL level